Hello guys, it's me, Butterfly Spirit 314. So guys, the title of today's video is Isn't Pole Easy? And I can answer that question right away and say pole or pole dancing is not as easy as people think it might be. Okay. So pole dancing, in order for a pole dancer to be good at pole, they don't just go to one class and then all of a sudden, boom, they're like able to do all these crazy things on the pole. Doesn't work like that. In order to become a good pole dancer, a pole dancer really has to put in the time and effort and dedication to become a good pole dancer. Okay. Not everybody who pole dances is an expert pole dancer that may have more control of their body or be flexible or are able to do pole dancing at as high of a level, okay, at a really high level or whatever. And for some people who do pole dancing, everybody does it for a different reason. Some people do it because it's a fun way to work out, which is something I do. Some people do it because they just want to chill out around other people and have fun dancing, which is something else I love to do. Some people do pole dancing because they know eventually they want to get to the level where they can compete in pole dancing because pole dancing actually has competition. So there are girls who actually compete in different divisions at like pole conventions and stuff like that and stuff and pole competitions and stuff. So it's a thing. It really is. When it comes down to pole, it's not necessarily easy. It's not something where, and I know people say, well, can I just go to a club and there's a girl on the pole and she's just like, doing stuff on the pole? Doesn't that mean it's easy? Can I just get up there and do, pole dancing and all that? Well, as you guys can see from the videos on my channel, Butterfly Spirit 314, there's a lot of things that I'm learning to do as a pole dancer. So one of the things I'm learning to do is to develop a better pole walk because walking around the pole is not the same as like walking in real life. Like it's not the same thing. Walking around the pole has its own, its own flavor that goes into it. Okay. Also, when it comes to learning certain like different pole moves and tricks that on the pole, it's not as easy. Okay. And the girls who you see at clubs, okay, some clubs where the girls may take their clothes off, some clubs where they don't, and they're dancing on the pole or around the pole. Not all of those girls are actually trained pole dancers. Not all of them are. Some girls know how to shake their ass and, make their body look good, to anybody watching. Okay. Some girls do. Some girls may not necessarily. And in one of my pole classes, there was the experience where there was a couple of girls who were who I would call them dancers, but they I guess you say they're strippers, and it was their first ever pole dance class. Now I have not seen those girls back at any of the classes after the first class. I think they just wanted to keep doing what they were doing, but they didn't want to like. I think they came in with the expectation of wanting to pole dance and stuff like that, and stuff, and maybe like advance in pole to do more stuff. But I think after trying it once, they were like, no, I'm just gonna stick with what I'm used to. Okay. So I mean, pole, everybody comes into it for a different reason. There are some girls who try pole or some guys who try pole. And, for some of them, everybody has a different reason. Some people want to try it so they can, post to their social media. Some girls want to do it maybe because they want to, entice their guy or something like that, to show them they can be sexy, which of course pole is a great way to do that. They can also learn to do like floor work. That is another great thing to learn and stuff as well. Chair dancing is good as well for learning how to entice somebody as well with your body. But in order to really like have really good control of your body and be able to do these like like sexy things and stuff like that, and be fluid and all that, it takes work. There are pole dancers, it takes them years to get to that. It's not that they just take one class and then boom, they're this, amazing pole dancer. I was talking to a girl that was like a level, I think she's like a level 4 or 5 in pole dancing. And when I was talking to her, she was talking about the fact that, she was still like, even though she could do some pretty cool shit, like she still was wanting to get pointers and, to see how people liked her performance, which I loved. And it was great because she was like, hey, what do you guys think of this performance? I think her performance was like, probably like 3 minutes, but I love how she asked people like what their thoughts were, what they thought and stuff, because she was preparing for a performance that she was going to be doing, and she wanted us all to see it. And I would say this girl was damn confident, because to have people watch you doing a routine that you've come up with yourself, like, and accept feedback from people is amazing. And she was flawless. She was amazing. Okay, amazing. Now, could a level 4 pole dancer be somebody dancing at a club? Yes. There are some instructors at a studio that I go to that are actually dancers at a club. And actually, a couple of teachers I've had were dancers at a club, and they were pole teachers. So yes, some of the girls at the club could be, but there are some girls who come into a club and they may not necessarily be, they may not really know pole and stuff. And in the end, it doesn't really matter. Like, I think pole is something that's fun, it's exciting, it's a great way. I use it as a way to, like, flow within my feminine energy and grow my feminine energy. And I love it. And it makes me feel happy to be able to do it. Now, is pole dancing easy? No, because to learn to do stuff, like I was saying earlier, it takes some girls years, and everybody's body is different. Just because everybody can do pole does not necessarily mean that everybody's body is going to react to pole in the same way. My body reacts in a way where it lets me do things, but it can take me sometimes a week to learn how to do something. And I'm still working to improve. So is pole easy? No. Um, does it mean that nobody should try it just because it's not easy? No, it means go for it. If you want to try it, go for it, right? But yeah, pole it's not easy. It's not a one class and you can figure it out, or you could take a month worth of classes and then you're going to know how to do stuff. Now, there are some girls who come into pole and they have previous experience with, like, maybe they were a gymnast before, maybe they were in ballet or something like that. So their bodies are more like suited to dance. Some girls may be in, hip hop dance or whatever, and they may pick up stuff a lot faster. But even still, like, they may still have to work at stuff, but they may understand things faster than, say, somebody like myself who may not have come from a dancing background. Okay. But yeah, that's the answer to the question of, is pole easy? Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.